The Battlefield beta is over, and the question is, was it worth it? I'm going to give you my honest experience playing the beta and tell you why there is literally something for every type of player in this game. Now, I want to start this video by telling you that I haven't played much Battlefield in the past, but I have played a lot of other FPS games like Apex, Call of Duty, Valorant, and Rainbow Six. Now, I did try one of the Battlefields in the past, but it felt so clunky I didn't want to give it more of a chance. But I will say this game did not feel clunky at all. It felt very smooth to play. When it came to the gunplay, I tried a bunch of different guns except for LMGs, and I will say that they were very good feeling. Whether I was using the assault rifle or the shotgun or the sniper, it all felt pretty balanced. Maybe shotguns were a little strong. Maybe the recoil was a little hard to control on the assault rifles, but overall it still felt good to use. When it comes to the movement, honestly, it might have been a little more mobile than I thought between people sliding around, mostly sliding and shotgunning you, but people were using SMGs as well. That part felt a little weird. If you weren't doing it, then you kind of felt like you were playing a really slow game compared to them, and that's probably fine. I mean, they still die to one shotgun shot or the same amount of headshots. So maybe it's not as big of a problem as I'm making out to be. I'd say for the style of game that Battlefield is supposed to be, where you're focused on objectives, it's probably just right. Maybe it could use a little less sliding. Overall, it didn't take much time to feel good about the game, and I definitely felt comfortable playing this game almost immediately. If you want it, this game has it. They had a variety of game modes. They had close quarters and they had conquest, which is their large scale game mode. I think when people think about Battlefield, they're thinking about conquest. You have a bunch of vehicles, a bunch of people doing a bunch of different things in one match. And I think the beauty of conquest is that inside of it, there is room for every type of player. If you want to be up close, you have a shotgun, probably a building you can play around. Or you can play on point. If you want to snipe, there's always a sight line in every single map you can take that feels good and feels like you're pretty safe. And if you want to do mid-range, you can always use shotgun. Sorry, I meant assault rifle to shoot people at a mid-range. If you love the vehicles, it's right there for you. The engineers heal them up just fine. If you're a support player, the reses might be a little strong, but there is a place for you. If you feel like being offensive and focusing on capturing, you can do that. Or if you want to sit back and defend a point, that is also a viable playstyle. And on top of that, if you just want to play with your friends and spawn near them and help them out, or just do weird strats together, you can do that in Conquest. I guess my point is, even if you just played Conquest the entire time you played Battlefield, you would be able to do anything you wanted in the game. Battlefield 6 has a solid gameplay loop of capturing and defending in the Conquest game mode. The actual gameplay is very smooth and frictionless. You don't get the feeling that they added too many unnecessary barriers, whether that's related to moving or aiming or shooting, or related to how strong are RPGs or noob tubes or anything like that. And the really interesting part about Battlefield is that every game feels different. Even if you try to run the same strats, you're against a whole different group of people and they have their whole different group of strats. Even if you're camping the exact same building, the team that you're against will change the game for you. Maybe they destroy your building this time. And on top of everything, the game makes it actually really easy to play with your friends. You can just spawn right on your squad. The game does have some performance issues, some memory leaks. I guess that's expected of a beta. There are also some bugs, people getting into unintended places like the top of buildings or the top of overpass bridges. I'm pretty sure all of this will be patched out and patched up, so I don't know how much of a weakness this will be when the game launches. Hopefully they fix it. And there are some spotting issues with the radar. And what I mean is that if you're anywhere within enemy sight, you will be marked on the minimap and everyone will know exactly where you are. Sometimes even if you're behind cover, which I don't agree with because usually you're a little more hidden in that scenario. So I hope they balance that and make it so you actively have to either be identified with another teammate's scope or just something to make it less overpowered. I'd say the last real weakness of this game is that sometimes when you're spawning on objectives, you will be spawn camped. It seems like especially snipers will be ready to shoot you as soon as you spawn. So is Battlefield 6 worth it? For me, I'd say yes, but under one caveat, I have to be able to convince my friends to get it as well. The game is so much better when you have a squad to spawn on and talk to. It just really lets you have fun moments and you can just do whatever strats you want and get each other's backs. I will say I did play some solo games and the randoms I encountered were mostly nice and they were kind of funny, so it's probably alright solo as well. But yeah, the Battlefield 6 beta was super duper fun. Sometimes I feel like people forget that is the point of gaming at the end of the day, is to have fun. And Battlefield 6 is a game that lets you have fun in whatever way you want. And honestly, the times felt like when Marvel Rivals first came out and everyone was just so hype about it. So did you guys end up trying it? Let me know your favorite weapon or playstyle in the comments below. I'm interested to see what people have come up with. I was mostly a assault rifle, shotgun, flanking type, but you know, there's just so many ways to play this game. If you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, drop a like, it really helps me out. I'll be posting Battlefield 6 tips and funny moments when the full game launches, so make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time.